here today at the Robbins Museum in Middleborough, Massachusetts, talking with Dr. Curtis Hoffman about the Nemasket River. Dr. Hoffman, what can you tell us about the Nemasket River and archaeology?
Well, the Nemasket River rises in the Assawamsett Pond and flows through the town of Middleborough and meets up with the Taunton River approximately here. Along its length, there are numerous archaeological sites dating from as early as 8,000 or 9,000 years ago up to the time of European contact. The river is the location of a major run of fish that, like alewives and herring, that most of their lives live in salt water but have to spawn in fresh water. So they come up the Taunton River here and then up the Nemasket and spawn in the Lakeville ponds. And when they reach a point where they have to go over a fall line, for example, there's a fall line at Wareham Street over here, they have to jump over the falls. And this is not easy for them to do. They get tired, they don't always make it the first time, and so they're a lot easier to catch once they've gotten beyond that. So Native Americans would station their springtime camps at locations above the fall lines in the Nemasket River to catch the fish.
And the fall lines is a site that you have been studying for many years called the Little League site?
The Little League site is about 1 kilometer, 5/8 of a mile above the fall line. We do not have evidence to the effect that that site was occupied for the spring fish runs yet. We're looking into it. But it was certainly occupied for a lot of the year.
And what sites have been explored on the Nemasket River for archaeology?
Well, there are sites in the vicinity of the MBTA railroad station, the Little League site, the Jamar Turkey Farm site. Wapanukit is located just beyond the mouth of the river on Assawamsett Pond, and I suppose that that is located there because of its proximity to the river and the fish run as well. So those are 4 sites that have been investigated extensively, but there are many other sites along the river that have seen only a minor amount of testing or are just known from surface collections.
And what does Nemasket mean in Algonquin?
It means the fishing place.
And
so it has that connection to the fish run.
And what kind of artifacts have been found along the Nemasket?
Many stone tools, small amounts of pottery. There are pit features that have been placed there for storage or for disposal, hearths, post molds. At the Jamar site there are apparently the remains of large longhouses. There have been burials. And also, and this is true of the Little League site, seems to be a location where they are gathering together materials to distribute out for ceremonies. So quartz crystals, paint stones, polished pebbles, things like that are being gathered there from other places and stored for later retrieval.
And would this be Wampanoag territory?
Current More or less, Wampanoag, Massachusetts, its boundary between the two. The boundaries that the English established on their maps during the 17th century don't necessarily bear a close relationship to what the native people had, because in fact these groups were friendly to each other, exchanged goods, exchanged mates, traded with each other, went back and forth pretty freely. And in fact there is something known as the Wampanoag Commemorative Canoe Passage, which this map depicts, which canoers still do today. I've done parts of it, which connects the Taunton River with through the Nemasket Ponds to the Jones River, to the North River, and then out to the ocean. And the Nemasket is a part of that. The Nemasket is canoeable for most of its length. You have to portage around the 2 fall lines, but that's about it.
And how long would you say the Nemasket has been occupied by humans?
At least 9,000 years.
Great. Thank you very much for your information.
Thank you.